Hi everyone, good morning. Happy Tuesday. It is Teen Wisdom Tuesday, and today I'm going to share with you the mindset shift that will take you from being defeated, feeling defeated, to being a leader in your teen's life. So here's what I saw in this past week. I saw a dad who was so utterly frustrated with his kids, and he was struggling to help them to learn how to manage their own behavior, which is something we all struggle with. And he just was looking so defeated and downtrodden. And I know how that goes. We get so exhausted because parenting is a never-ending job, and we have to be on top of so many things, and that can be such a huge struggle. And yet, here is the mindset shift that I really want you to hear. And it's about responsibility. And I know we talk about that a lot, about being responsible, and we want that so much for our teens, for them to be responsible, and we're the responsible adults in our house, and that sometimes feels like a huge weight because we feel like responsible means so many things. And to just clarify what it means to be responsible. Responsible, if we break down that word to its root, means you are able to respond. You're able to respond. So that means whatever your teen is showing you in their behavior, in their words, in their performance at school, whatever they are showing you, that's what you need to respond to. So this really defeated dad was not able to respond to the behavior that his children was showing. And it was wearing him out. Now, here's the thing. We often hear spiritual leaders and teachers say you have everything you need inside of you. And I want to clarify that too, because we do have an incredible power inside of us to be able to respond if we know how to tap into it. That doesn't mean that we have all of the answers and all of the strategies we need. What we do have inside of us is the power and the knowledge and the incredible power of the heart and the mind to know this is not right. This does not feel good. I feel defeated as a parent, and that isn't the way it should be because I'm not able to lead my children in this moment. That's the inner wisdom we have inside of us. And so that inner wisdom needs to help guide us towards taking the steps to learn how we can respond to our children. So last night, quick shout out to Alex Burrows, because I met Alex for the first time. She actually recognized me from these Facebook videos, which was really a cool experience because here I am at home, doing this on my own into video Facebook land, and I know people are watching, but it's really, my brain can't always capture that. So to have a person come up to me and say, "Are you Deanne Barrett?" I said, "Yep." She said, "I watch you on Facebook." So that's incredible. So thank you to all of you who are watching. And if you see me out and about here in Calgary, where I live, please stop by and say hello, because I would never recognize you because I can't see you. But if you recognize me, please say hello. So last night I was at this workshop at the University of Calgary about anxious children and teens and how parents can support them. And I looked around the room and there were over 100 parents there in the room. And my heart goes out to each and every one of you because you are learning how to be responsible. You're learning how to respond to your child's anxiety. And so I just share that with you because really that's what parenting requires of us. If we know we don't have the skills and tools to be able to help our child navigate this world in a way that they can be successful and feel good and know that they have a role in this world, if we don't know how to do that, that is when we need to reach out for the resources around us to figure it out. So I love to say everything is figure outable. And last night, me and this group of over 100 parents were figuring out, how do we support our children when they are anxious? And there are lots of other connections and resources that are available to help you figure it out. Now, I'm not sure if you read my blog post about video game addictions, but this past week I met Elaine Uskoski, who has written a book about her son's video game addiction and recovery and her journey through that as a mom. And Elaine said as well, she had to fight and search for the resources she needed to be able to support her son and her family. And I'll just mention too, Amy White, who's written a beautiful book called Closer to Paradise, and she describes her son's mental health crisis and how she had to fight tooth and nail to help him have the resources that he needed. So those are some powerful examples of parents who are stepping in to be responsible for their children. So if you are feeling defeated, if you are feeling like you're unsure of what the next steps are, you don't know how to handle the situation you're in with your teen, this is the shout out to you that you are not alone, and you're not meant to do this alone. Often when we feel like we have to be responsible, we feel like it means like I have to be responsible for this all by myself and I have to figure it out on my own. You are not an expert in every area. You can't be an expert in adolescent psychology. Whoa, this sunlight is really fantastic. Oh, there, I can see you. You're not an expert in adolescent psychology. You're not an expert in coaching adolescents. You're not an expert in teenagers. You're a parent, and your responsibility is to seek out the support that you need. Another level to this is if you feel like you are not in a position to be a powerful influence in your teen's life in terms of encouraging them to go see a medical doctor or go speak to a therapist, then you need to be responsible not by having to take on that job, but by finding someone in your teen's life who can. And so this is one of the primary roles of the parents, especially of adolescents, is you are the major resource person. You need to find the strategies, the people, the resources so that you're able to respond to the needs that your teen is showing you that they have. And if you are not sure about where the resources are or even what you need, please book a complimentary call with me. I'll include the link below this video, and I can help you sort through what is it that your teen is showing you and what might be some resources that you need to try. So if you are feeling defeated, this is just the mindset shift that you are responsible for your teen, and that means you are the one that needs to find out how you can respond to what it is that they're showing you. So go ahead and click that link. I am here to support you in that journey, to help you figure out what do you need to put in place to really respond to your teen. And that might mean you need to just have some support so you're not feeling so defeated and powerless. Because if you watched last week in Connect to Your Teen Week, I gave you 5 different strategies for ways that you can connect with your teen and create a massive influence in their life. Because here's the thing. Many parents of teens feel like, I don't know how I can really influence them anymore. I feel like I've missed my chance for that. And I want you to know you haven't. They are still living with you. Even though you may feel like your teen is pulling apart and you're estranged, a beautiful thing that this psychologist said last night is, she said, it's not normal if your adolescent wants to be at home with you every weekend of their life. That's not developmentally normal. They should want to go out and spend time with their friends. And the whole room laughed because we can feel that. And it's a great reminder that, yeah, there are these places where they do need to move on and move out and go and experience the larger world, even though it's sometimes hard for us. So what I want you to hear today is you do not have to do this alone. Being responsible doesn't mean you have to do everything. But what it does mean is that you are the one that needs to connect your teen with the resources they need and connect yourself with the resources that you need to be able to respond to your teen and how they are behaving. Even though you don't feel it right now, or there are many moments when you don't feel powerful as a parent, you have an incredible influence on your teen's life. Let me just share with you this one example. I just was checking in my Tune Into Your Teen Facebook community. If you would like to join us there, please do. You can click the links to it's a linked group to this page, so you can click there and connect with us. One parent said, I'm not feeling super connected to my teen. So I asked, what's the way you can connect with your teen? And she said, well, she likes to borrow my car. I said, super, leave her a love note on the steering wheel. She said, okay, I'll try it. We'll see. So she just responded and said, I did it. I put the love note on the steering wheel, and there's a huge change between my daughter and me. And now we're cooking dinner together tonight. Woo! That is huge success. And she also said, no mention of the note. Of course not. That's too emotional and feely, and I don't want to get into it. But it touched her heart. It touched her heart. And maybe this teenager doesn't want to say anything about it. It's like spoiling it. But it is that connection. So go where your teen is. If all it seems like they want is to borrow your car, leave them a love note on the steering wheel. And it will show them you see them. You care about them. You are holding them in your heart all of the time. And sometimes a note or a text is easier than the intensity of that in-person eye contact moment. So that is just one powerful example of how a parent moved from feeling defeated, like all she wants is this, to stepping into that role of leadership and responding to her teen by seeing her where she is and making that connection. The other beautiful thing that the psychologist that I saw last night said was, there's no other role in the world where we would get kind of rejected over and over again and then step in and ask for more. So she was describing a child who's tantruming. You're trying to pull them off your leg and get them out the door to go to school, and they're calling you all sorts of names. And what you do the next day, step into that same situation over again. And we know that especially with our teens, because part of their development as an adolescent is to push us away. And when we're in that over and over again and we want to hold them close and connect with them and they keep pushing us away, that is a really difficult position to put yourself in over and over again. But that's the exact place where we need to be, to connect with our teens so we can still be an incredible influence in their lives. So I hope all of these examples and stories have given you a clear picture to know that you are not alone. It's not just you and your teen struggling with this back and forth of them pushing you away and you still wanting to connect, and that you can still be a massive influence in your teen's life. And part of it is not just finding a strategy here or there that's going to work, but it's really in activating your power as a parent. So you don't just know it and hear me talking about how you can be a massive influence, but you feel it. And I always put my hands, I'll move back a bit, I always put my hands here because this is the strength of your core and where your power is, not just in your mind of knowing it, which is where many parenting experts go, is just, well, know this about the teen brain, know this about your role, but it's also about using the power of your heart and feeling in to that incredibly powerful connection you have always had with your child, to that powerful love that you had for them and that you have for them despite all of the behavior that they have. And the knowing that you have throughout your whole body that you are an incredibly powerful individual who can influence the other people who are living with you. That you do have an incredible ability to connect and to be a positive influence. And that comes from your self-knowledge as well of your body, mind, and spirit. So that's what I do with parents, is activate your parenting power so that you, instead of feeling so defeated, you step into this role of leadership because you truly can respond to your child because you have an incredible sense of your own personal power. So if that sounds like something that you want or want to learn more about, go ahead and click the link, and please, I've cleared some time in my schedule this week to be able to connect with you to help you really activate that power, especially for those people who are going through crisis, like Amy White was going through crisis with her teen son's mental health, like Elaine Uskoski, who was going through crisis recognizing that her son had a video game addiction, like this parent that I witnessed this week who is in crisis, not being able to step into a leadership role with his children. All of these examples just make me so passionate about connecting with you, because what I see happening is teens are suffering and they're making risky decisions and making unhealthy decisions and feeling lost in the world because they don't know where to find a powerful leader. And they are desperately searching for one, even though they would never admit it because they don't even know that's what they need. So the time is now. And I also want to say, you don't need to be in a crisis. You don't need to be in a crisis to recognize that you have a role to step into this power as a parent, and you're just not there yet. If you know that you need to step into this powerful role, please reach out. I'm here to support you. And as Alex found out last night when she said, "Hey, are you Deanne?" I definitely don't bite. I am here to support you, and I am on your side, and I want you and your teen to be connected so that you can learn and grow together, because we need strength in being together to manage this world that seems so crazy and out of control. But we can really step into being present with our life and with each other when we can tap in and activate our parenting power. So that is my wish and my invitation for all of you who are watching today. I'm going to sign off now and add that link so you can connect with me today. Okay, have a wonderful week. And I am so excited about being able to connect with you one-on-one. So click the link and you can book your call and we'll chat. Okay, have a great week. Bye-bye.